Liam.
Simon.
And it is our 6th month in Japan.
Welcome to Eat Your Sushi.
So August in Japan is all about festival everything. And everyone keeps saying, you got your Yukata Martina and you gotta go to a Japanese festival where there's like fireworks and like festival food and all this stuff. And then the most magical thing happened. Was it on the weekend? It was like a Saturday?
On Saturday and Sunday in Kichijoji, right by the temple on Sun Road, they had a festival happening. And we wound up going there just to check out what it's like. And we walked around and we saw so many people walking around in their yukatas, and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Which I'd like to add, not as many as I expected.
Right.
But there were definitely a yukata
Many
party
more than
happening
usual.
on. Yeah. Now, I was having a particularly bad pain day. And that means motivation levels is like down to here. So as I'm walking around with my arms down, like flapping like a child, I'm like, this looks so wonderful. We should put our yukatas on and come back.
But Martina was really kind of like, just forget about it. I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. I don't have energy for this. But then we wound up saying, this is your one chance. We are right here. It's right beside our house.
What if we don't live in Kichijoji next year?
Exactly.
What if I have to go home for some reason?
Who knows what's gonna happen?
We got on our bicycles, we went all the way back home again, and we put on our yukatas. I had been practicing how to make my obi bow for a long time. We bicycled back, in which I had some serious trauma because my body is larger than most people's in Japan.
Your yukata, instead of like being lined up like this when you were biking, it just like kept on going open like this.
So we arrived back at the festival, and suddenly there were all these people dancing like around in this like kind of square circle tower, and there were these people playing drums, everyone was dancing, and I was like, what is going on?
We didn't know the dance ourselves, so we kept on watching for a bit, and then we finally joined the circle, and we learned it, and we were super confident about the dance now, and it was absolutely wonderful.
And they changed it, like, so they would do like 3 repeats of the same thing. It was because other people kept joining as well. So it wasn't just us people, like Japanese people were kind of like watching and kind of like,
how do you do the dance?
And then you would just join in like a square dance.
Exactly.
Everyone was super happy. They were clapping and people were smiling, and it was just this wonderful, amazing feeling. And this goes to show you, if you don't push through your bad days, like if you let your sad, cranky attitude take over, because I was gonna go home. Right. I was gonna make a tiny cup noodle soup.
You're gonna eat it.
I was gonna pour myself
into the
a
fetal
bourbon
position, give yourself a blanket, and watch RuPaul until you fall asleep.
That's exactly my plan.
Instead, you want to pushing through, and we have a great memory that we're gonna cherish for the rest of our lives. I know it's tough on many days, but you gotta keep on pushing through, and you never know what magic might await you.
That's right. My yukata's trying to be scandalous. It insists on blowing right open, just like straight up the middle, and my legs are exposing to the world. It's a scandalous experiment. Okay, so I didn't want to because I felt all sad and broken, but I was like, you know what, this is our chance. This festival's only 2 days and this is the last day. We biked home as fast as we could, and then we went and we changed into our yukatas, and we're here now getting all the discount food. So it's the end of the night discount food, Ducky. All right.
Let's get some more.
Discount food. My teeth are so weak I can barely eat it. I can drink a highball. Almost got it. It's like one like this, and then it's like this, like this, like this. Alright, let's go. No, the camera.
So the other day we wound up going to the beach, and I'm sure you saw our beach video by now. When we were there, I had my sunglasses, and then I did a lot of stuff, and then when I came back to our table, I realized that my sunglasses were gone. And this was something that really deeply upset me, because I have lost so many pairs of sunglasses in my life. If I lose this one pair, I know Martina will never let me buy another pair of sunglasses again.
No, you can get a cheap dollar store pair. That's what I will allow. They'll kind of disintegrate off your face, like made from rice paper, okay?
Anything that isn't physically attached to me, I lose very,
Umbrellas.
very easily.
Simon's left groceries
Yes.
at cafes before. He's like brought groceries there, sat at the cafe and walked away from his groceries.
But we had Dan with us at the time. We had a couple other people, and we all looked through our bags, and we couldn't find anything.
And here's the key as
Yes.
well. They were sitting at the table the whole time.
Yep.
So you started to get into the
The
realm
people
of,
that were with us
yeah, our
sitting
friends
at
were
the
there.
table.
So we were getting a little bit concerned that was this stolen?
Yes, did somebody walk by and totally just like nick my sunglasses when we weren't looking? So by the time I lost hope, I thought there's maybe just like one last chance. Let me ask the servers to see if they actually found anything. And when I asked them about it, they asked what color they were and what brand they were. And they said, yes, we have them. And they came back and they brought me the glasses. Turns out that, I left my sunglasses in the toilet and then I walked away from my sunglasses.
Ducky!
It just, you know, because I took them off, I had to pee, and then I left and I forgot to put them back on again because I was so concerned with washing my hands. I didn't want to rub my face with dick hands. I don't know what it, look, I forgot, but here's the point of the story.
I'm sorry, could we just rewind to dick hands?
Well, when you gotta like hold
question.
your junk.
The fire hydrant? Question. Here's what I'd like to know.
All right.
Were you at a urinal or were you in a toilet stall? Like, did you?
It was a porta potty.
So you took your sunglasses off.
I closed the door behind me. I put it on the ledge because the porta potties had ledges there.
Okay.
Didn't your porta potties have ledges there?
I didn't use the porta potty.
Okay, Martina just pissed in the ocean.
I don't think I peed that entire day. I was so dehydrated from the sun. I literally did not pee the entire day.
So I put it on the ledge there, and then I handled my business, and then I left. Here's the wonderful point of the story right here. I remember when I was in New York City, and I went to the post office, and then I put my sunglasses down for a second. I turned around, I spoke with the person at the post office, and when I came back, my sunglasses were gone. 15 seconds most, and somebody stole my sunglasses. Here, I left them there. Anybody could have taken these sunglasses, and they didn't. They returned them. They were very nice. I like you, Japan. Thank you for being nice and for not stealing my sunglasses.
That or no one liked your style.
Are you kidding me? Those are some baller ass glasses. How dare you?
Okay, I need somebody to tell me if this is true or not. Rumor has it, if you put out bottles filled with water with the labels off, it keeps cats away because the cats walk up and they see a reflection of their eyes and then they're like, scary, and they run for it. And I don't know if this is true, if this is actually a Japanese myth or not. I don't think it personally works. I don't know how that would work. I've never tried it. Maybe it will work. But is this true? Have you guys heard this? It's crazy. Cat bottles.
Speaking of festivities, it's time for the weekly challenge. Let's go.
What?
Where are you gonna go?
Doing a let's go? Where are we going?
We're going to the challenge room, girl.
We're gonna go to a challenge room? So we moved into the Chamber of Challenges!
So in honor of the festivities that are happening now, we are going to do a kids game with fireworks. And here's how it's going to happen. We have these Senko Hanabi, I believe they're called. And what's going to happen is Martina and I are going to light them. Whoever's burns out first loses.
This is a kid's game?
This is a kid's game.
Like, play with fire!
Yeah,
Really?
kids
My
are
mom
cool
didn't
here.
I've never even touched a real firework in real life.
Yeah,
this is the closest I've gotten to a real firework.
Well, here you go. Kids in Japan are awesome.
Okay,
that's why.
so then from what I understand is that some of them burn fast and some of them don't. Like,
yes.
It's not all evenly made.
Yes, so if yours burns out first, you lose.
Okay.
The other person wins. The first person to 2 points wins the game,
Okay.
and the loser faces punishment.
We've got our water bucket.
Yep.
And I picked out my 3.
Okay.
I actually rolled them out and I checked according to my skills
Oh,
of Martina.
you sucker, you! Okay,
Less
now I got my
longer.
3. I got my 3. Okay.
These are so pretty.
You gotta hold them by the little floofy part and dip them in the fire. Yeah, so
I'm scared.
put them in together. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Is the fire supposed to be this lit?
Don't blow mine out. Oh, girl, you're cheating. You blow yours out.
Fire, I'm so scared, Mom. I'm sorry, I'm playing fireworks. Go, go. Martinez, go, go. Go, you're still going, girl. You're still hanging in there. I see the little sparkles. Oh, no, I'm going.
Oh, mine's sparkling a lot. Oh, they're both going nuts. Who's gonna go out first?
See?
Oh, no, I'm never gonna lose this one.
Don't you dare.
Don't you foof on mine. Oh, mine stopped for a bit. Oh.
Nope.
No.
It's not out yet.
I think yours is out. Winner! Mine's still going. That was fun.
That was really scary. I thought that it was totally gonna...
Childhood here is awesome in this country. All right, so 1 point for me.
Some BS.
This is great. At first, when Dan explained it to us, it sounded like it was gonna be a lame game, but this is actually quite fun.
Okay, ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
You are supposed to blow up this fire, aren't you?
No, because if yours goes out, then you lose.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bam, 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 bam. Mine's going hard. Look at that.
There's like a bubbling
See
under
that bubbling?
mine. Oh!
Sit back. It could poke your eye out.
Dan, why did you make us do this?
Oh, we're like almost tied. Look at this.
Okay, this looks pretty close.
Oh.
Keep on.
Oh.
Keep on going.
Oh.
Keep on going.
Oh.
Keep on going.
Yours is dead in the
no,
water.
No, it's still red. Look at the little dinky sparkles.
Full snap. Full snap.
Oh, yeah.
You blew on yours.
Oh, Decky.
I really like our Chamber of Secrets, by the way.
Well, now it's become the Chamber of Punishments. So, in honor of the fireworks that have just happened, we have 2 packs of Power Poppers.
Thank you for sending that to us, by the way.
Martina's gonna put both of these in her mouth.
Both of them?
Yes, you gotta dump them both in your mouth. That was the challenge. And then you gotta take a swig of Coke with it and see how that works. There's gonna be some fireworks in your mouth,
How
girl.
does everyone feel about being hosed down with Coke? Because if this starts jutting out of my mouth,
Look, this
I'm
is
not
a
gonna,
new shirt.
I'm not gonna hold
this
it
is
back.
my 1st day wearing this
fountain.
shirt. Well, you know what? Point it at the camera because then we can make it look all nice. All right, come on in here, hot stuff. So Martina's stuck her head through a recycling bag.
And I'll do it again, thank you.
In hopes of not making a mess of her shirt.
I might need like a bucket or something. I'm serious. This is a lot of popping candy.
I know, it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna actually spew this. We need to clear the whole bar.
Are you ready?
No. This is cringy.
All right, dump it all in your mouth and put the Coke in.
Okay, I'm gonna put them both into one container so that it's easier for me to... This is a lot of popping candy.
This is the game we agreed to. All in, girl. Give it in, girl. Give it in. Making fireworks happen in your mouth. Don't spit it out, girl. Don't spit it out.
It's down. Screw you, Simon. It expands like a chemical reaction. So it's not that I tried to spit it out. It's that your cheeks bulb out like you're just gonna spew it all. But I didn't spew for you guys because I know that you guys don't like spewing back at home.
Was that fun?
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
You put it in your mouth and it felt like foam exploding in your mouth. You're on a winning streak, Simon.
I am.
I don't like the way this is going.
Let's like the rest of these and see what happens.
No! Let's answer some questions.
Let's do it.
Over this day. This is just the way that it is now, huh? Is this just my life now? So I'm stuck here. Like, I can't get up. Hi, Spudgy. You gonna help me? Your brother is on my lap and won't get off. So I'm just like stuck here.
Just accept it, Mom. This is your life now.
Oh, Ducky, how you feeling, girl?
My tummy doesn't feel good.
Yep, you're gonna have some explosive poops today.
Which means you're cleaning it, because I'll be like sad, and then I'll leave the washroom and say, don't go in there.
Moving on to our questions, we are going to answer Brother Bold Lips,
Ooh.
also known as our friend Ryan, who you might have seen in some of our older videos.
The one where we did the, you know,
The game cafe.
The game cafe,
yes.
yeah.
So he said, wow, I'm moving to tropical Taiwan in a month. I'm going to sweat buckets. Any other cheats, tips, or tricks to beat the heat?
We do have some tips.
The first tip is to eat ice cream all the time. Just like go to, there are convenience stores everywhere. Just go in every hour, eat a new ice cream, and you should be all right.
No, I do not believe that as a tip or trick. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna say is things like wearing hats, carrying sunbrellas, and carrying like fans around is totally normal and acceptable in Japan as well as Korea. So definitely get yourself a hat and a sunbrella. It is unbelievable the difference.
I'm also gonna say I recently just tried the mint wipes. I didn't actually know that those things existed. They're like like little wet tissues that you usually rub your hands with, but you can like rub it on your body. It feels like after you brush your teeth and you have that cool sensation, just rub it all over your body. It was amazing. I felt great after using those.
Yeah, neck, forehead, you just like rub it everywhere.
Yep,
so.
just like a beach towel and you're good.
Would probably not feel good. Like a beach towel. What have you been doing to our beach towels? Our next tip is actually for shortcutting through buildings. This might sound obvious to you guys, but I know that in North America, you can't really shortcut through a building. It would usually drive to the building.
Yeah.
In Japan, everything's quite close together, and they often have different entrances, like 4 or 5 or 6 of them. So when we go to the station near our home, we'll go into a grocery store, which you think is a grocery store, but it actually attaches into a mall.
So instead of
and
walking,
that mall goes to the subway.
Instead of walking outside in the heat, just walk through the mall, and you don't necessarily have to buy anything. You can even pick up some free samples along the way and pretend that you're interested, so you can be fed and be cold at the same time.
Yeah, we've even seen convenience stores that open on 2 sides and shortcut through different roads.
Yep.
So like you can go into the convenience store and be like, and then just exit, and now you're on the entire different walkway.
And you've been cooled down a little bit.
Yes. Looking for tips on trying to stay cool this summer? Well, have I got a hot one for you. Or should I say, a cool one. Alright, got a plastic bag. Take your pajibbers, that's your pajamas. Put them in the bag. And just roll that up. Toss it in the freezer. Or toss it in the fridge if you're staying at like a hotel and they just have like a little mini fridge. Put it in the freezer. Ugh. When you look at my freezer, you always find ice packs and clothing. Anyways, leave it in there for like an hour or so. Better yet, leave it for the whole day when you go out. And then when you come home, you take off all your clothing and you open up your freezer and you put on your frozen pajamas, and it's the greatest thing ever. I personally prefer to use it just before I go to sleep, so that my bed is not a hot furnace of doom, since Simon emits so much heat.
Man heat!
He's like a werewolf. Anyways, you'll know that reference if you like Twilight.
And the next question comes from a name I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm just gonna read it how it looks. Anal Caw!
You know, we usually try to make names funny, and this person is actually just Anal Caw.
It's actually a good question. It says, "Dear guys, I'd love to hear some more about your routines that you've developed after a couple months in Japan. Have you acquired any new habits now that you're in Tokyo? Have you dropped any of your Korean habits?" So the first big routine, we've already done a video about it, is how our breakfasts have totally changed now. We value breakfast so much more. We eat a lot more and a lot healthier for breakfast as well. If you haven't seen that video, check that out.
Interestingly though,
yes,
ever since we got food poisoning, we've been having a hard time getting back into breakfast routine. Like we haven't been able to eat big meals again. Our
appetites have kind of been devastated.
Soon
we'll get back into it.
A Korean habit that I can't break, that I think I might need to because it's awkward, is setting up people's chopsticks, spoons for them when you go to a restaurant.
Right.
So it's polite in Korea that like if you're the youngest or like the new person or whatever it is, it's nice and thoughtful to like put down tissues and put down people's chopsticks and spoons and set it up for them. But I've been doing that, and I don't know if that's weird in Japan or not.
Yeah.
Because I just like reach across and start putting tissues down for people. And
we should probably ask our Japanese friends if that's okay or not. But we do it for everyone.
I've been unable to stop pouring for people too.
Yep.
So like in Korea, you never pour your own drink. So like when we're out with people, like I picked up a little sake cup and I poured for our friend, and I was like, oh shoot, is that
and we
weird?
still hold it with 2 hands and whatnot.
I also still look away from people, and I'm like, I need to stop this because I just look like a freaking weirdo. I'm not a weirdo, I just lived in Korea for long.
A new habit that I've actually acquired is I've actually gotten into drinking green tea now.
Shocking.
I used to hate it. I don't necessarily love it yet, but I find myself drinking it a lot more. I'm kind of like easing myself into the green tea here.
There's also different types of green tea. Like Korea tends to do a green tea with barley in it, so it tasted very like wheat almost.
Wheaty.
And Japan does that as well, but they also have like that clean green one.
Yep.
And that's the one that Simon's been getting into.
I actually don't hate it as much as I used to totally despise green tea.
Speaking of drinking things, we can't seem to stop doing the one-shot method of drinking soju.
Right.
Like in Korea, you kind of like, hold up your glass and you're like, one shot! And we all pound it down. And I did that with sake.
Yeah, we every time we get sake, like, oh, and then we got no, just slow it down with the drinking. It's supposed to sip it, you're not supposed to like gulp it. And we're gulpers when it comes to alcohol.
Especially if they give it to you in the tiny glasses. And like this tiny glass is made for shooting, right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
It's meant for sipping. So we got to try to break out of that habit. Yeah. And the last one that I can't actually break from Korea is being really terrified of cars whenever I have to cross the street. Like even when it's our right of way, when we see the green light, if a car is pulling pulling up to the light, I still stop because I expect him to blow through the light and try to hit me. But every time I wait and the car looks at me weird, like, why are you waiting? Keep on walking. It's your right of way. So kind of not having that pure fear of drivers here is something that I'm not used to yet.
I remember we were walking with Spudgy and there was an intersection like this where this is the road and this is the T intersection. And Simon and I are going like this and it is not our right of way.
No.
And there's a car coming this way.
Yeah.
The car fully stopped for us.
He slowed down.
All of us were stopped, but like we were just waiting for the car to go by.
Right. And he like bowed and like
told us to go.
But why? Why didn't you like blow through and honk your horn and give us the finger? Like, why were you so nice about that? It's really weird. And like my guard is still up and I know that I need to drop that. It's good to be really cautious of cars.
I just don't want the anxiety that comes with it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be like, I'm cautious of cars,
right.
but I have like a mega anxiety of cars, like just trying to kill us all the time.
Thank you, Japan, for obeying the law when you drive.
The law.
I
The
like
irony
that.
is going to be we never ourselves got hurt by a car in Korea.
Yeah.
We came close to dying multiple times.
Yep.
And then we're going to get hit by a car in Japan somehow. Some old woman that's like 95
That will be
is going to
the
like have a heart
purest of
attack and just run us
ironies.
down. And this is going to happen. That better not happen.
For last week's skill testing question, we asked you how old was Spudgy, and a lot of people actually knew the answer. We should have picked something a little bit more difficult.
I really thought it was gonna be. I even cut out. We mentioned Spudgy's age when we met that little old woman in the park during our Wakashi video.
Yeah, we cut that out.
Wakashi with a G.
Yes. And the winner that we picked out of the thousands that got it right is Sabrina Sai on Facebook, who wound up saying Spudgy is 13 years old in human years, and in dog years he's around 74. Not exactly multiplied by 7 because it depends on the breed of the dog according to Google. And I didn't know that. So not only did you give me the answer, you actually taught me something as well.
Which is why we chose you.
So congratulations, Sabrina Sai. If you are the winner, please mail us and we will mail you a package as soon as possible.
Spudgy's an old man.
He's so old.
74.
He's so crusty.
He's starting to actually definitely go totally blind. And he's not admitting it because like I'll put his food down and he's like just staring at me and then he's like...
Sometimes we're in the living room and he's like right in front of us and like if we like call his name, he'll like perk up and he'll say what and then he'll run to the front door as if he doesn't know that we're there. A
couple days ago we came home and he saw us in the reflection of the glass and he ran up to the window. I was right behind him.
I love you, you old crusty dummy.
And I was calling his name and he's just looking in the glass like and I touched his back and he turned around and he was like, oh, magic! David Blaine! Are you a wizard, Mom?
For this week's skill testing question, because we talked about beating the heat, name one of our wonderful treasure finds in which we use an item to beat the Korean summer heat.
We did a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think we did a few. Do you remember any of them? If you do, leave your answer in the comment section or Facebook or Twitter or our website, and we will pick one winner and mail you out a prize next week.
And if you're looking for Magical Mail Time, we are going to be opening those packages up on Simon and Martina Bonus, our bonus channel. You can click on the link here and it will take you over to our bonus page. Other than that, I'm gonna go throw up in the toilet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really colorful.
It's gonna just be explosive. It's gonna be rainbows. You can be barfing rainbows.
No,
it's great.
My stomach's feeling a little bit better, but I feel gassy.
What if I were to shake you up right now?
I'd probably bark.
Who wants some shakesies?
Burp and fart and throw up at the same time. It would be like, no.
I love you,
Okay, take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.